Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and in today's video I want to discuss why House of the Dragon Season 3 needs to be good. Unfortunately, for most fans will agree on this, is that Season 2 was not very good and was kind of unenjoyable and was starting to lose my hope for the show being at the same level of Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon Season 1 was more of an introduction to the show, although very good, and I really liked it from the perspective of Viserys Targaryen, which was the main character. The second season struggled a lot more, and one of the biggest problems, and I think most people agree with this, at least from what I've seen from the fandom, is that Daemon's side quest was fairly uninteresting, and Daemon Targaryen is one of everyone's favorite characters. He's probably the biggest fan favorite, me included. He's my favorite character that's still alive, and I think his story was very bad in season 2. Which is funny that he's such a favorite character when half of his screen time he wasn't very good. But I don't think it's on him. I think it's what his actual storyline was. But yeah, House of the Dragon season 2, I probably would have rated a 5 or 4 out of 10. Now, one thing with House of the Dragon that a lot of people don't really agree with, that I would kind of say, is that I don't think it compares in any way to Game of Thrones. Now, I'm a big Game of Thrones fan, and I think a big problem for Game of Thrones fans is that they're comparing it the whole time to Game of Thrones. Like, House of the Dragon is obviously not as good as Game of Thrones. It's kind of obvious if you've watched both shows or if you began watching Game of Thrones. It's just a big quality difference. But if you came into House of Dragon without watching Game of Thrones, I think you would enjoy the show a lot. And I think compared to most fantasy shows, it is one of the best shows out there. It's a reason it's super popular. But compared to the quality of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon isn't on that level for me. A big reason is my favorite bit of Game of Thrones is the politics, and in House of the Dragon, I don't sense it as much. I think it's a bit more in your face, kind of, and not subtle lines and stuff like that. I also think a big problem with House of the Dragon is that characters aren't likable enough. There's not enough characters I'm actually rooting for. That's a side tangent that I go into a different video, but it's just I think that's a hot take. I think a lot of people like the characters in House of Dragon, but personally for me, bar Daemon Targaryen and Viserys Targaryen, I find most of the characters non-likable, and not in a good way, like Joffrey or something like that in Game of Thrones. But yeah, House of the Dragon, one of its most impressive things is its CGI. The dragons are insane. It's one of the best bits of the show, hence the name. But I do think that Game of Thrones, they're losing the essence of what Game of Thrones is. Game of Thrones is a show about politics and subtle details. Now, I do understand that dragons are much more important in House of Dragon than they were in Game of Thrones, but it's a big reason why I enjoy Game of Thrones, and I was waiting till the day that House of Dragon came out because I was a Game of Thrones fan. But to the normal fan, and if you prefer House of Dragon to Game of Thrones, I can understand why. But just to me, that would be my reasons. But House of Dragon season 3, in my opinion, season 1 was introducing you, and it was supposed to be that at the end of season 1, a big twist happens, and it was a big shocking moment, and I was even really shocked and really excited for season 2, and it kind of just went slowly. It went too slow, and season 2 kind of went nowhere, and it was kind of like season 2 was the preparation season for season 3, which I understand some people might like, but I don't like it, especially when season 1 was only an introduction. There wasn't many risks taken. It felt like season 2 needs to be the big season. It needs to be the action season. But that's what we're getting with season 3. Also, side tangent here. For anyone that knows how season 3 is going to go, or read the books, or found the spoilers themselves, don't say anything in the comments. And I'm just letting you know I know nothing about it myself. I enjoy watching it firsthand, and I also think it ruins it a lot for some people. One thing I've heard a lot of people saying is like, season 3 is 100% going to be good, and it's like, yeah, that's because it's in the books, but it's like we're ignoring the fact that season 2 was definitely bad. Like, most people say it's bad. I think it's worse than most people. Most people would rate it a 6 out of 10. To me, it's a 4 out of 10. Season 2. But a lot of people like this show a lot more than me. Now, I like the show, but it's the biggest show around right now, or one of them. It's probably the biggest show around right now. And in my opinion, it's crazy to me when you go like season 1 was good and season 2 was bad, and this is the biggest show of all time right now, or right now, like, it's the biggest show when it's got one kind of unanimously bad season. It's just weird to me. But season 3 will hopefully be good. We're going to get a lot of action, hopefully. It's been very heavily like said that I'll have a lot of action. Even for me, who hasn't got many spoilers, knows there's going to be a lot of action, and it's something that season 2 was definitely missing. But I think season 3, because it's been such layup of season 2. Like season 2 was so bad, it's all laying up for season 3 to be good. It kind of has to be good now. Like if season 3 is another preparation season or the action isn't good enough, we're all just going to be disappointed. And at that time, I think everyone will lose faith in the show. I think it was risky to have a preparation season in season 2, and I don't think it sat well with fans, including myself. And it was a stupid risk, in my opinion. I know they're going completely off the books, but I think the books are fairly short. We're not going to get into the books, but either way, no matter what the books are, the season 2 wasn't good. And that was the thing. Now everyone's like, right, this season has to be good. If it's not good, we're done. A lot of fans will stop watching. I'm not gonna lie, I won't stop watching. It's Game of Thrones stuff. I watch everything that comes out. But also, I think a big problem for House of the Dragon for me was when I saw Night of the Seven Kingdoms, because A Night of the Seven Kingdoms was one of my favorite shows of all time, and I thought season 1 of Night of the Seven Kingdoms was better than both seasons of House of the Dragon by a good bit, especially season 2. But the thing is that season 2 of House of the Dragon, it made me lose faith, because I was thinking, oh, nothing can ever compare to Game of Thrones. But then I saw Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and I'm like, look, it's not on the same level, but it's very close, and I love it a lot. And then I'm thinking it's kind of House of the Dragon's fault. But that's my opinion. I know a lot of people disagree with this, and I will go into it in a further video if people want to see it, on my hot takes about House of the Dragon and why I don't like it as much as most people do. And when I say I don't like it as much, it doesn't mean I don't like it. It just means that I think it's overrated. Overrated doesn't mean you dislike it. It just means you think it's way higher rated than most people think. I'm stating the obvious here, but a lot of fans, when they see overrated, they think you're hating on it. But yeah, that's just my opinion. So that's all I wanted to say for today's video. I'm really passionate about Game of Thrones content in general and all movies, but House of Dragon is something I've been anticipating for a long time, even though I was really disappointed with season 2. So if you guys want to see more content like that, please consider liking the video and just commenting down below that you like content like this. This is a brand new channel. I didn't want to get into it because I didn't want to annoy new viewers watching this video, but this is the first video on my channel. It's my brand new channel, and I'm hoping to grow this. I'm going to be making daily content on movies and TV shows that I watch and like, current shows and especially, but I'll also be making ones in the past and all that I enjoy a lot. So if you're interested in that content, please consider subscribing to support a new channel and liking the video. That's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.